Debate is now in the books, and joining us now to recap the night is Kelly Hyman, political strategist. Kelly, welcome back.
Nice to see you. Good morning.
All right, so what moment stood out to you most during last night's debate?
The debate was very civil. It started off with a handshake, and it continued that way during the debate. But some of the key moments is definitely key is the fact about the 2020 election. In regards to one of Tim's really good moments was the fact that he asked Vance about the 2020 election, and in regards to that of who won the election, and he didn't answer that question. And democracy is definitely key. Another key issue that came up is reproductive freedom. That is an issue that is very important to women who are 45 years and younger. And Walz did a very good job about talking about his plan in order to help women. But Vance also did a very good job. He is a good debater. However, he came across as a chameleon because of the fact that he flip-flopped on other issues that he took a stance before.
Kelly, both candidates were asked about the war in the Middle East, especially following the Iranian attack on Israel. What did you think of those responses?
They both did a very good job. There needs to be peace in the Middle East. And ultimately, Biden has been working on that, but that is going to be the ultimate issue. Now, of course, every country has a right to protect their borders and do that, but it's also the fact that we need to think about the humanitarian issues as well, and that's definitely key. And hopefully there'll be some type of resolution and the hostages in the Middle East can go back to their families.
Kelly, let me ask you your thoughts on health care. That was obviously a big topic last night. Senator Vance talking about under Donald Trump, making adjustments to the Affordable Care Act, which is actually not the case. They wanted to get rid of it as soon as Donald Trump was in office back last time. And then you've got, I guess, the other side of the coin, which is what Walz wants to do, which is, again, to continue to expand on the ACA.
Walz did a great job in regards to reproductive freedom. Now, it's important to remember that he is in the state of Wisconsin, which has the #1 health care. And this is a very important issue. Reproductive freedom is on the ballot box, and ultimately it's going to be up to the voters to get out there and vote. That is what's great about our country. They can get out there and voice their opinion and vote. In regard to Vance, Vance tried to rewrite history, and I think it's really important for people to remember that in regards to Trump, and the fact that Trump ran on the whole idea that he wanted to put a ban on the affordable health care and wanted to get rid of it. And the only reason it survived was because of McCain, who stood up for the Affordable Care Act.
Polling done right after the debate really found it in a tie, 42 for Vance, 41 for Walz. Will this debate make any difference in voters' minds come Election Day?
It could possibly do it. Now, I think that people, depending on who watched the debate, they had different views, where more people that were leaning towards Trump after watching the debate wanted to support him, where other people that were leaning toward Harris wanted to support her. But now, with the margins being so close in this debate, anything could potentially tip the scale. Ultimately, we're going to see what happens on Election Day, and ultimately who becomes the next president of the United States of America.
Likability was a big factor for both candidates last night. Having watched the, 95-minute debate, would you say they both came off as affable guys?
They came across as Midwestern guys. However, that Vance came across. Now, it's important to remember in regards to Vance that out of all the four of them, being Harris, Trump, Walz, and himself, he is the most unlikable. And the fact that he acted kind of like a chameleon and he would flip-flop on his stance, especially in regards to abortion, makes him less likable. But he did come across a little bit more likable than he has in the past.
But the instant polling last night versus CBS did say that he did win the debate by a nudge, 42% to 41%. So I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Kelly Hyman, thank you very much for joining us. We greatly appreciate it, our political strategist. And again, good to talk with you. Thank you.